I'm gonna get some coffee first. The day of reckoning. Okay, guys, check the chat. Come on, sit in my chair, bro. Come on. Come on. You'll get it, bro. You'll get it. Alrighty. Sorry, I'm having to make some coffee. And, yeah. Okay, okay, I just gotta grind this for a bit. Do you want dark for Buddha? Dark for Buddha, that sounds like a terrible trade. Alright, just doing some grinding. Okay. Let's see. Nice, not even a smoke admirals here. Okay. What the heck is this guy doing? Hoop. Hoop. Hoop, 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 hoop. Bro, this is so much grinding. I just need to see how quickly I can do this. The quicker, the better. The quicker, the better. I can just get the smoke admiral a couple times. Okay, I guess not. Screw it. No smoke admiral, no problem. It's totally fine. I have one tail. Oh, it's because I switched places. Duh. Okay, what's happening right now? Why do I feel like my mouse is like all funky? Dude, both of my parents hate video games. They were all like, I don't even know. There was this one person when I was working in healthcare. There was like this nurse. She was crazy. She was like, my kids are never going near those evil video games. It's like, Jesus, I would hate to have you as my mom. I'd probably call you out though. Okay. I gotta get money quicker. Some way. This guy just give up. Okay. Guys, if you're here, type in the chat. Type W Roblox. Dude, if there was a better game I could play on a Mac, I would definitely do that. If you could literally just play like mobile games on your phone, I think that would solve a lot of my problems. Bro, that gave me like nothing. Okay. Okay, I'm starting to get a little pissed off right now. A little peed off. Dude, where the frick is this freaking loser? Oh my gosh. Oh my golly. What if I just talk like that all the time? Golly goodness. Grapes. Oh, bucket of basket. Or basket of fruits. I don't know. Okay, if he's not here, I'm just gonna... Oh my god, dude. This is crazy. How are there so many other people online right now? Like, shouldn't they, like... Shouldn't they be, like, doing something? Going to school or something? Job? Bro, you can't... You're kidding. You're kidding right now. The Smoke Admiral's still not here. Bro. Oh my god, this is crazy. It's crazy. I think I'm like ready to find a new game soon. I really need something that I can sink my teeth into that will like keep on giving, you know? Finally, this fool's here. Like, I feel like this game is good, but at a certain point, it's just like, you're just grinding, and the reward is like less and less. The reward is like more grinding. Guys, I think I would be accepted by the gacha space, right? Hope so. I'm a pro Pokemon the card game pocket player. Anyways, I can tell what you're gonna do before you do it. Oh, your God, you suck. Guys, can I watch other people's streams at the same time that they're streaming? Is that taboo? Yo, stop hitting me, bruh. 114. You're kidding me. I've been thinking of World of Warcraft a lot lately, actually. Like a really, really in-depth game that you can like sink your teeth into. And yeah, World of Warcraft is like the one that keeps coming to mind. You're done. You're cooked. Dunzo. Bozo. Okay, there we go. Dang, I'm actually like chunking his health a little bit, like with each attack. It's kind of satisfying. Dang, I still need 40,000 more. Oh my gosh, I literally have an interview in like 2 hours or so, and I just have to go to the bathroom so bad, but I can't, because I can't. It has to be after. God, I need to get this money though. Get this money. Okay, I guess that just went the opposite direction. Alright, I'm transforming. I can't do this. I actually have like 2 interviews. I have a job on Friday, and I have an interview today. So that'll be interesting. And then I'm gonna like try and go live, I think, like every so often. Cooked. He just got destroyed. Destroyed in a bad way. This is such an odd pairing of people, Erudite and then Tectone. I would not expect them. Erudite's been killing it though lately. Dude, get literally penetrated, bro. They're not gonna wait for me to fuck up. They're just gonna pretend that I fucked up. Oh, and I mean this genuinely. In 3 months, I want God, I wonder what. There's so much happening in like the streaming landscape right now. It's kind of crazy. People are getting sued. Laws are going to be changing. Streamers are going to have to do more than just reacting. You're going to have to do the whole like song and dance to just watch a video. It's pretty crazy. Still though. 233. Let's do another one just to be safe. God, I don't know why I have nerves. It's like, ugh. I usually never have nerves. So weird. Whatever. Why is that boat just out there right now? What? That was weird. Whoa. Ah, fool! I pity.
Yeah, it's this. There's a very interesting dynamic on stream where people are like begging for authenticity.
Guys, I don't think I have any credibility to talk about streaming though at all. Because I haven't done it. And I'll get called out. Oof, oof, oof. Nah, we do what we want. Oh, how is he still alive? Oh my god, I've been on this island for so long. I actually made it out. Holy fuck.
Gotcha. So when you look back at 18, or even better, 9-year-old you.
Okay, where are we going?
Holy fuck, you made money off of video games? That's crazy. Bro, my game
I'm going home.
was get hit by a bus and collect pension for the rest of my life. That was my game plan for a job.
Dude, if I get hit by a car, bro, and they have to pay me,
Way to make money without working.
that'd be kind of nice.
Be away.
Can't even lie. That'd be kind of nice.
My throat the day that I found out that being a Pokemon trainer wasn't a real job. That was very depressing. I thought that existed only in Japan. So yeah, the immersion breaking moment I experienced.
Guys, jobs fucking suck, though.
So you
Jobs freaking suck.
from the thing
If you're getting paid, though, then that can kind of make it better, but no way, dude. No way.
I finally outgrew my brothers.
Did that guy just attack me?
Part of my life, I was always a little guy.
He better not.
6-inch growth spurt in 12th grade. That was dope. Yeah, so that's pretty much it.
Trade control for Venom or Mammoth.
spike driven at night.
Venom really just sucks.
So I knew
No one wants it.
I was like,
Okay, I should probably just like get some more money though.
into you.
Oh, when I was done, I was pussy. I was just scared. I was just scared of everything.
Diamond fruit.
Scared of everything. Literally scared of everything. Yeah.
How'd that change?
Oh, it really hasn't. My paranoia is really bad. Yeah, I'm a very paranoid individual. Yeah, it's pretty bad. But
But I don't think anyone would describe you as a pussy now, right? Like when you
Sure.
describe pussy, I picture
Okay.
kind of weak, retreated. You said you were introverted, right? I picture somebody
Sure.
that flees from confrontation.
Sure, so I guess
So many people online sound like therapists,
around you, and you don't have a
but really they're just psycho.
you're perceived as a coward.
I don't even know, fucking psychoanalyst or whatever.
Dangers that surround me. And now I have a means to defend myself and right those wrongs. So now those things that I was afraid of, I'm now like actively prepared
Hold up a sec.
for what needs to be. In case the opportunity. I've always gotten a little bit better, but it's
Okay, what are we doing?
it doesn't help when my ex did to me. That really fucked me.
God, I can't believe I got diamond. That was such a waste.
To be completely honest.
Whatever, dude. Whatever, I guess, bro. Whatever.
Uh,
Wait, what? What? There's an island over here?
when I was a little kid, I was so paranoid.
Are you kidding me?
I would. This is so crazy saying it out loud. I talked to my shadow this before. So you go to a stoplight and you like brake. struggling. For years,
Wait,
I would never
have I like never? Oh, this is the pirate ship.
I
Okay,
would get to them, and I would drive forward.
interesting.
A little bit, and then I would reverse a little bit, and then I would drive forward a little bit, and then I would reverse a little bit. Do you know why I would do that?
No, I have no idea.
So in case someone had a sniper rifle pointed at my head, they would miss the shot. Because I would constantly think that someone was trying to kill me.
Ugh, I hate having responsibilities in a day.
It was awful. If someone parked next to me at a stoplight, I would reverse.
Whatever.
Get behind them if I could, or I would look directly at them to make sure they don't have a gun pointed at them. Yeah, horrific
And
parents.
this was
Okay.
before internet fame.
Actually, never mind. Here, hold on.
Constantly get told now, don't trust them.
At a certain point, I need to grind back up to 1 million.
There was fucking 9/11.
It's this is a little. This is sad.
My fucking father told me,
Scraping right now.
I'm like, damn,
Scraping the pot.
baby, I'll
Barely making it by.
I got way too much to live for. I gotta see the ending of One Piece.
Oh,
You know, like that's just
there's inflation in Roblox, and it is not okay.
It'll never happen. Yeah, it's never happening. If you
Ay, 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 buddy. Ay, ay, ay.
Because you said you're very nihilistic.
Okay, come on.
You're very pessimistic.
Give me that.
Uh,
Alright, let's go.
was that-
Hello? Yes, come here. Come here, you're in my room now. You're in my room. Oh, shh. Bro, wait. Really?
I think that being a bad person also gets rewarded in a way.
That's so annoying.
the more you bitch, the more you
Gotcha.
Okay, bro, really?
I guess, what do you think, like, if you could change the world to make it not the way it is, what do you think are the things that would have to get changed? Like, what are little things that you would tweak?
Okay. No
This was inside the boat?
age of 18 is
What? Wait, am I taking. What am I. Wait, what? Why am I taking damage?
No child needs to be on Twitter. They just do not. No child needs Instagram. They can have Facebook,
Okay.
but they don't need a Twitter.
That was pretty stupid.
Instagram. The amount of retarded children on the internet that talk shit
Glub,
and
glub,
then hide
glub.
behind the guise of, why is bro clapping back? I'm a minor. Brother, you just called me a rapist. And your tweet got 24,000.
Oof, those are not good graphics.
I'm gonna fucking bully the shit out of you because you're trying
Yo,
to
look at my boat.
lives. I also
Look at
think
my
that
boat.
every police officer
Gotta pay extra for this paint job.
spending as many times that we can have
Alright, come on, let's go.
witness it in direct
I guess I'll just play in the non Kitsune form, I guess.
every car
It's fine.
have basic board and behind them. I think that would help a lot. I think more funding to the schools
Yeah, get wrecked.
would help
Get literally destroyed. I don't even care.
properly paid to actually do their jobs because I believe that a lot of fault is due to generation on the
This place is so weird.
raising that generation.
I guess it is kind of like a boat. Got your little weird rooms. 100 ectoplasm.
That's fundamental.
You can
I think that
go to
would
hell.
definitely change a fucking lot.
Rude.
Ban Coco Melon. Make parents raise their kids and not just fucking
Okay.
fucking TV and call it a day and say, yeah, I'm a good parent. Probably those things. Yeah.
Gosh, this is so weird. Who's that guy?
Interesting. So,
300?
one thing that
Ship officer? Oh man, that guy's
so
beefy.
you said, whenever you peg somebody, you're like, that guy sucks.
Peg
You're
somebody?
always vindicated. What happens when you're wrong? Like, because I imagine we're all wrong at points in our life. Like, how does that get processed for you?
Yeah, I don't want to turn into Kitsune right now.
A man who's gone off the deep end. What's gonna happen when we find out that Tecto's wrong? I guess we'll never know.
You're never wrong.
I genuinely cannot think of a single content creator. Oh, there was one. Okay. No, there was one. There was one guy. There was one guy that I was
This is a good place for farming the Fist of the Darkness,
your career.
since there's so many chests around.
There was one guy.
And just like keep on spawning in, keep farming them.
This was a
Not a bad idea.
who was in a lot of shit.
Okay, I'm done.
Subreddit. And it was eating away his mental health. So I made sure and he told me he wanted to go full time. All his content.
definitely want to get this one up to like 200 now. So I'll get this up to 200, 2200, and then I'll get melee up to 500. That'll be my next big thing. Ugh. Really? It's just this dark in here.
Left it completely unmoderated. And I would say, hey bro, can you moderate your chat? Like, can you like maybe ban these certain phrases? Like, can you like do this, do that? Just at all. This guy was
It's so dark in here. What the heck is going on?
the worst chat in the gotcha space. And over and over and over, I would be told, bro, this guy, like, he does not give a fuck about you. Like, this guy is not your friend. Like, you're being way too good with this guy. Because
I'm gonna have to do my hair in a bit.
other guy
Maybe like 30 mins.
came after my
Oh god, Satoru Gojo's here. He's on my team though. We good.
got me, shit, I attempted suicide because of this fucking contact creator. This guy had the other guy's back, and even went so far to meet up with this guy in real life. And that was a betrayal on magnitudes that really fucked me up. And so
Grow a garden offline.
scary
Ew, dude, that picture's so weird.
is aware of people who are not good.
How many people are playing this right now?
Because you know that happens a lot.
2 million people are playing right now.
I was also
2 million people?
I don't know how I
That's insane. That's literally crazy.
there was a certain
2 million.1 and this has 840k.
that I got and this was while I was
Yeah, that
I'm not gonna say
there's levels.
but I had many challenges as well as that this person was frequently coming into my life was doing not good things. And I was like, shut the fuck up. You don't fucking know what you're talking about. You don't fucking get it. And then they were
Okay, what can I do right now? Mihawk, don't need that, and definitely don't need that.
very worrisome to
So that was a waste. Holy cow.
you can't notice.
Dude, I wish I had that Ukiura though.
I don't like
That'd be
saying
heat.
because that opens up routes
Okay.
to extreme parasocialism. Like, I know your life more than you know your life. But every now and then they're right when you're wrong, and it's odd. You know, obviously.
Alright, hold up a second, hold up. Okay. Okay, we're here.
I may have said, hey, this guy's opinion
We're back.
is stupid.
We're back at it.
Joke was bad.
No stopping. Alright, what are we doing anyways?
Been wrong about someone being bad. I'm really trying to think.
Look at my zero, curse one. Dude, literally since I've started this game, this has all been the exact same stuff.
I always knew
What a
who the
waste.
bosses were.
That's ridiculous.
Hold on. Let me look at my chat. Looking for 80 Dan. Remember I made a joke.
Guys, I hate to say it, but I might need to take like a 10-minute break. TBH.
Ram
Just hidden
was
potential.
bad when he had a character change. That took 3 years. Now Shin was always dope.
Yeah, the funny thing is, I don't even have to come to this person to do the hidden potential. Like, why?
I never thought Jenna was
This person
bad.
doesn't even need to exist.
Hassan?
Except for this. That's pretty good.
Hassan fucking sucks.
Alright, y'all. I'm gonna take like a tenner. Okay?
Miz, no Miz fucking
Here,
sucks.
we'll
Um,
look at people
yeah,
as they come in.
Yeah, I can't see anybody giving me no, I think I've been wrong.
Bro, my cat? Crazy. What? Come on. Baby. What? What? Toma. Stop it. No. No. Cat don't get it. Cat do not get it. God, he's a troublemaker. He is the number one troublemaker. Okay, what are we doing here? Could I get freaking Ulquiorra? What is this? Oh, nah. Really? Gojo. It's really Gojo, bro. Really, bros on a dragon? Are you kidding me right now? Are you joking? Are you joking me? Okay, I'm good off this, guys. I'm good off that. We were watching this yesterday. Who's this guy? 19 years in... Bro, we don't need another murderer in freaking Joe Rogan. What the heck? Today, he's a writer, entrepreneur, and resilience expert.
We've got passion, we've got determination. Like, and if we set our sights on something, you better believe it's happening.
I'm just going to suspend my
We
disbelief.
feel like our content.
The Joe Rogan Experience.
Join by day, Joe Rogan podcast by night, all day.
We're going to see if this guy's still a murderer.
What's up? Pleasure to meet you.
Such a pleasure to be here.
It's I heard your story. Why don't you tell everybody your story? Because the story's pretty wild.
I wonder if he'll ask him. He'll be like, so yeah, the last person who was a ex-convict, well, he's now a re-convict, and he's back in jail for twice as long the sentence as he was sentenced for the first time. He just needs to ask him, like, straight up, like, bro, don't, like, if you stay on a good path, you'll get money and you'll be good. Like, everything that you had happen to you in prison, bro, it wasn't all for nothing.
Dad was in the Air Force and worked for the state. Mom was a homemaker. So on the outside looking in, it really looked like...
I don't want payment. I'm not a professional clown, but as like a courteous thing for all of the, I used to watch her and Angry Grandpa.
I can't.
The Joe Rogan Experience.
Join by day, Joe Rogan podcast by night, all day.
What's up? Pleasure to meet you.
such a pleasure to be here.
I heard your story. Why don't you tell everybody your story? Because the story's pretty wild.
Yeah, so I grew up in Detroit, working class neighborhood. Dad was in the Air Force and worked for the state. Mom was a homemaker. So on the outside looking in, it really looked like a household where the kids should make it. But unfortunately, it's a very abusive household. And I ran away when I was about 13 years old. And at the time prior to that, honor roll scholarship student, dreams of being a
Did he
doctor,
murder
artist.
someone?
I wanted to be a doctor because I felt like that was an occupation where I felt like you can help people. And unfortunately, when I ran away, I thought that...
Oh God! So apparently this isn't a good one.
Welcome into the home of someone who would see this kid and be like, hey, this kid just deserves love.
I swear, if Joe's at one point if Joe's like, but I mean, you served like 19 years already, so you've kind of done your time, right? Like you've kind of done you know, you paid your dues, and now you're on to the next thing, and now you can like spread awareness. I feel like Joe's gonna say something like that.
on the east side of Detroit. And an apartment with a guy.
That's how long it takes, okay?
And
19 years is
introduction
forgiven.
To the street culture, I was being robbed. I was being robbed by this guy who later we would learn his name was Tiny. Even though he was like big, fat, probably about 6 feet tall, and him and his partner Lily robbed me at gunpoint, took my drugs, took the money, and I think that was like one of those moments where the innocence of being a kid just was shattered.
Yeah, I think I was saying yesterday, like, I've never been in an area like this before, but I've had nightmares of being robbed. I've never even been robbed, but I've had nightmares about it. And yeah, it would scar me. Wouldn't like.
You know, it's like, you know, now I'm in this world where my life is in danger. But I stayed in that culture. My childhood friend was murdered. I was beaten nearly to death. And
Bro, this sounds like the other guy's story.
Continue to sell drugs. You know, it's one of the things that
It sounds like the other guy's story.
You know, even that part of my life, you know, there's the glorification of like the hustle, right? It's like you know, we're out here making money, we're doing things, but the reality.
So he shot someone. It's pretty messed up. Wow, this pretty much tells me everything I need to know. In summer 1991, Singh shot in, after which he spent 19 years incarcerated in different prisons in Michigan, 7 years of which were in solitary confinement. 7 were in solitary confinement? That's not a good sign at all. Of those 7 years, 4.5 were also consecutive. He was released from prison in 2010. Bro, I feel like if you're in solitary confinement for like a day, that's like really, really damaging.
Reality is, it's a kid navigating a very dangerous adult world at the time.
That's
that
crazy.
crack is just penetrating the community. And one of the things that I always go back to this image of the first time I made a lot of money. I just had this wad of cash, like just like all singles, $5 bills, $10 bills. And I went to the store in the corner and I bought all the cereal that I can think of. Like all the cereal that I could not. You know, my parents, they, even though, you know, my dad made decent money, like we couldn't always get all the cereal because like all these kids. And then I bought like chocolate milk and strawberry milk. And then I went back to the crack house.
And you were what 13?
Back to the crack house.
And so, you know, I stayed in that culture. And then when I was like 17 years old, I was studying March 8th. I never forget that.
Ooh, I really want to watch this. The Hunter Biden interview.
It's like a minor conflict. And then I
Sounds
got
really
shot
good.
multiple times. And that was probably the most serious turning point in my life. After I got shot, they called the ambulance, and the ambulance never came. At this time, I'm on the west side of Detroit. And I'm just sitting on the porch bleeding. And my friend, he was like, look, I'm going to have to take you to the hospital because the ambulance is just not going to come. And I remember getting in the car, and he's just like, you know, breathe, like you got to take these deep breaths, you know, just how you're going to navigate the pain. And
This does not sound very
he
good.
was able to do that. He had got shot the year prior, you know, so it's just
I feel
he
like,
got shot, his friend got killed.
If you can't just serve time and be like, oh, well, okay, everything's good now.
Part of, like, the culture.
I feel like you start to get like resentful.
That I didn't think about what.
That's why recidivism's so high.
Shot. And so I get to the hospital.
You know?
They take 2 of the bullets out of my leg. They leave 1 bullet in, and basically, they patch me up. And you know, I remember my dad coming to the hospital, and at this point, I was the third of my brothers to be shot. And
Dang.
I'll never forget this look on my dad's face. Of
The
like,
third brother.
At U-Haul, we know every family, come on guys, moves at their own pace. Is that heavy? That's why we have U-Haul.
it was almost a look of like defeat, you know, of like how do I save my boys, you know? And so when I left the hospital, like nobody, like the doctor, the nurse, nobody just was like, hey, you're gonna have all these feelings. And so I get back and I'm in the neighborhood, and you know I'm angry because I really want to get revenge on this guy who shot me. Like that's the
Yeah, bro.
priority for me. It's like, you know, I gotta
You don't
get-
just get
gotta retaliate.
have something done to you and don't feel
And then I
revenge.
stand outside, this is probably like day 2. I had crutches. So
God,
I'm
so
really
scary.
neighborhood crutches, patched up bullet wounds. I'm standing on the corner, and I remember a car coming down the street, and like my body almost seized up, and I was like, why am I feeling this kind of like anxiety? Now it's anxiety. Back then, there was no name for it.
This
I
was
could tell
before
myself, I really was
anxiety.
afraid of standing outside and being exposed.
Jeez.
So that was 17 years old. And so what happened after that was I began to
Oh, bro's
tell
rude.
myself this story, that if I found myself in conflict again, I would shoot first. And
Uh-oh.
I began to literally carry a gun every day. It wasn't the first
What is
time I had carried a
that?
gun, but like I began to carry a gun like every day. Like it didn't matter what I was doing.
What the heck is
Use the
that?
bathroom, gun is on the sink. I'm going to sleep at night, gun is up under the pillow. Probably wasn't the smartest place to sleep with a gun, but that was the nature of how I felt. You know?
Yo, they added
And so I
Killua?
started to tell myself
Wait,
this
what?
narrative, and about 16 months or so later, maybe 14
Oh,
months,
snap.
I was
I
DJing.
didn't know they
at a
added
party.
Killua.
And you know, I love music. You know, I come from Detroit. It's one of the greatest music cities, you know, in the world. And so I'm DJing this party, and shots ring out. People are running, scrambling, you know, getting away.
Nice,
and,
Ukiura.
you know, the people whose party I was DJing, they come to the back. They're like, somebody got shot in the front, so we got to shut everything down. So we shut the party down. We were on like super hype
Shoot, dude,
alert.
I've already done like everything.
Make sure everybody got head count for like our crew. And you know, it's me and my girlfriend, and we're going back to my home. And
That's crazy.
we had walked around to the party. We were walking back in this truck.
I didn't get anything from that.
And it's, you know, it's a car full of
Insane.
guys. So, you know, I'm on edge. I got a pistol on me, so I'm like, you know, what's happening? And he was like, oh no, we just, you know, so I know that Derek was the guy who shot the guy in front of the house. So now we got at least an idea of who what the shooters was. We get back around, and when we get on our block, cars coming up the street, and there's a guy inside the car. And he's like, yo, you know, he calls me over. And I'm like, you know, what's happening? He's like, yo, I want to make a deal, blah, blah. And you got 2 guys that I don't know. And I'm like, no,
So Juggernaut enemies,
you know, so
I could
I'm
probably
a
do
little
that
amped up,
easily.
You know, it's you know, a lot going on.
Demon fruit, don't
And so we
need
get into
any of
this
that. That's actually
verbal
really bad.
altercation where he's like adamant about me selling some drugs to him. I'm adamant about him, like, you know, getting off the block. And so that escalates into like a full-blown argument. And one of the guys in the car with him, he joins into the argument. So we're like all back and forth. And there's a moment where, you know, I turn to, it's a moment I turned to walk away. And I like really took what, probably like 1 or 2 steps. And I thought I heard one of them trying to get out of the car.
Alright, this one's about to be
and I
easy.
went and fired
Done this a
4
million
shots
times.
that tragically ended the man's life.
Yeah, right here is perfect.
You know, it's one of those
But I have
moments
to skip.
that,
You guys are done.
I always think about that.
Cooked!
Like, what if I'd have just took like a second step? You know, what if I would have just like, I mean, it was a series of what ifs, you know? But when I tragically ended this man's life, and it wasn't the first time I had been.
Oh my God, he's
gun,
talking
it
about
wasn't first time I'd been in any of that life.
The M word.
I felt it. I felt like I did something that was like, you can't undo. Like I felt it in my spirit. Like at 19 years old, I'm like 1 month into being 19, and I was just like, I fucked up.
Dang, that would
Like
suck.
I've done something that's not. You can't repair that.
Can't repair
You
that.
can't come back and say I'm sorry. You can't come back and be like, I made a mistake or whatever. And so, you know, the car screeches off. You know, people are, you know, running inside the house. Everybody's just like, you know,
Can you
what is
get
happening?
them?
I made everybody leave, and then it was like, I gotta go on a run or something. Like I don't want to get arrested. I don't want to be accountable.
Okay.
But I was arrested probably a day or so later. I was charged with open murder, and I was eventually convicted of second-degree murder and sentenced to 17 to 40 years in prison at the age of 19.
Dang, that would suck. That's gonna be like that one dude who did the school thing
So
at the track meet.
what it's like when you got convicted.
He's cooked.
You know now you're going to jail. What is this feeling like?
So when I got arrested, got charged, the first thing I went to the county jail, Wayne County Jail, and going into the county jail.
Okay, we're doing good right now. We're doing real good.
It's just this other world. You know, I had heard about it. You know, going up on the streets, you hear about like you don't want to go to the county jail. It's the worst shit ever, right? And so going into the county jail was like, you know, it's going into a war zone. You know, it's fights every day. It's like, you know, people are testing you. Can they fucking take your breakfast and lunch? So going in, I knew
Damn, that would
was
suck.
just the reality of like, you know, anticipating like at some point I'm gonna have to prove myself and I'm gonna have to stand up for myself. And so I get into the county jail and I end up the guy who I'm in the
I
cell
think
with
Sukin has
said
got
he
this
liked
in the
his back
bag.
appeal. And so he's kind of telling me all of the kind of what to expect in jail. You know, this guy right here on the cell block, he likes to fight all the time or whatever. You know,
God, I'm like,
also grew up like
ugh,
this,
I can tell I'm
so
anxious right now. It's
I
freaking
tell
annoying.
parents all the time, like you can. I don't do scared straight when I talk to kids about like not going to jail. 'Cause to me, it's not about being afraid. If you're from the hood, you probably had a fight or two. You know what I'm saying? But I get in there, and you know, we get into our dust ups, and you know, eventually it's kind of like a hierarchy of like, you know, who's
There we
gonna
go, there we
stand
go.
up for themselves.
Easy.
And typically, guys kind of back down. But early on, I'm like, I don't want to be in jail. I don't want to be in prison. So I ain't trying to escape from county jail. And what happened was there was a guy on the
It's already
cell
level
block
14?
who was already sentenced. He's about to go upstairs and do a lot of time. And one day he went to recreation and came back with like a long pole he had smuggled from the rooftop gym. And his idea was that he would bludgeon the officer, take the officer's uniform, and then let us out the cell and take us out. And I'm like, dude, this got to be the dumbest fucking idea ever. Like, we're not making it out of the cell block, right? But I was like, well, what if we take this pole and we bust the window out and bend the beam? And so we plot over the next couple of weeks. We like would take people's like sheets. Like we would bully people out of their sheets. Like you can only have one sheet.
Oh God. Oh, okay. Easy.
So we took all these sheets.
Oh.
And we probably ended up with probably about
That was insanely easy.
And we could get out of our cells, so we would basically you tie the sheet up into a knot, slide the knot on the door.
Didn't get
pull it
anything.
out the door,
Nice.
And if you shake it and keep rocking it while you're pulling it up, it'll pop open. And so we would just pop out. We'd be out on like literally in the day room. You know, this back when you could smoke cigarettes in the building. That's the only way we can get the lightings on the wall. So we would do that all the time anyway. So when it was time for us to do the escape plan, it was about 5 of us.
Get wrecked,
all
homie.
had
Get
agreed
wrecked.
We're gonna go for it, and basically pop the doors. We're like busting out the glass in the window, and we're starting to bend the beam. What we didn't anticipate was that they actually do perimeter checks like around the jail. You know, we young kids, we're not like thinking about this, and so
Yeah, my hair is
as we're
about
bending it,
prime
there's
time
a
right now.
light flashing up to the window, and you can hear like the lady on the radio.
I'm probably gonna end at like 12 or so.
Trying to get out. So now we're like we're busted. So we just throw everything on the tier. Everybody goes back, you know, in their cells. And so it took them probably about a half hour before they even discovered which which unit we were on that was trying to escape. They came up.
Damn, we already almost have a fully leveled up ramen cooker.
30 deaths. They just came in and
That's crazy.
slamming us on the wall. You know.
He's already level 2.
And where
Yeah,
they
we're
messed up
in a
is
good
they
position right
did
now.
that. Now everybody has glass.
We're in a great position.
And so they couldn't even differentiate between who had been out, who wasn't.
There we go.
And so they put us in solitary for that, charged us with attempted escape. And during that time, I was actually getting sentenced. And none of us would
shoot.
snitch and
Oh,
talk
man.
about, like, none of us would tell who it was. So they really was just kind of going on what they thought. So we served that little time in there, but I was getting sentenced. And, when I went in front of that judge, I just remember standing there and listening to them walk through that night.
Dude, this all sounds so stressful. Okay, I'm gonna put this on.
Let's talk salary.
Great. What do you typically offer for this role?
It's competitive.
And if it was a number?
Talking to Brian Shapiro.
Competitive.
I was drinking so much alcohol, almost a handle of vodka a day. And
Holy
alcohol
crap,
is
dude.
the most destructive drug, not just to your body, but it puts you in more danger than any other drug that I've ever experienced.
You said
And
alcohol?
when you add on top of that, it puts you in more danger, is the most destructive drug, not just to your body, but it puts you in more danger than any other drug that I've ever experienced. And then you add on top of it, and alcohol is the most destructive drug, not just to
It
your
is.
body.
It is like one of the
Puts you in more
worst,
danger than
for
any
sure.
other drug that I've ever experienced. And then you add on top of that
100,000%.
crack that I was using at the time. And crack cocaine, in terms of your physical health, is not as dangerous as the situation that you put yourself in to be able to obtain it.
How do you get crack?
One of the things I don't want to do is give a how-to to any moron like myself that may think that it's a good idea. But crack cocaine is
How do you get it?
I'm fully aware when I'm talking about it in relationship to my own.
Okay, let's just get this one leveled up all the way.
It is still a shocking thing for most people, because we have been fed this perception of crack cocaine. It's more than just a drug. It's more than, like, if you say meth or if you say heroin or if you say cocaine, it comes with a whole bunch of different baggage. And because of that,
Okay,
places that
and we'll get
people
this
go
one
to
more.
are
Actually,
some
let's
of
get
the
our
most dangerous
Goku
places
leveled
in
up.
whatever location you have to
So we
be.
can get
And
the,
it's everywhere. Mainly for that reason, I learned how to make my own.
Mhm.
Have you read
DPS, is that what it's called? DPS, damage per second? Yeah, let's get the DPS up.
Attacked by a bee right now.
Hey, it's alright.
Keep my
DPS up!
We would all
Trying to rip my
More
life through.
DPS!
Birds aren't real, but bees are.
Good morning, America and the world. My name is Andrew Callahan, the host and creator of Channel 5, the largest independent crowd-funded newsroom in the United States. The following interview is with Hunter Biden, the controversial storied son of former President Joe Biden, who issued a full and unconditional pardon for Hunter during his final month in office, shortly after Hunter was found guilty of
Boom.
tax-related crimes and being
We're
an illegal
done.
drug user in possession
We
of
just
a
won
firearm.
the
Hunter
game.
has yet to speak to the media about this pardon and hasn't done a televised interview in years. In fact, aside from a very limited and controlled press run to promote his new book, Beautiful Things of 2021, Hunter hasn't made a single statement to the media, especially in regard to the laptop scandal. It was a crucial component in the Stop the Steal movement back in 2020, wherein millions of Trump supporters
Okay,
alleged
please give us something
Joe Biden was
good.
being controlled
Ghost
and
3.
manipulated
Ghost
by
1.
various
Dude,
foreign
trash.
actors who leveraged their business connections with Hunter to peddle influence in the White House. As I mentioned, this alleged intel connects to private messages and emails that were found
All these
on
games are
laptop.
about just like time
Giuliani
dumping.
and his lawyer
The more
claim
time you put in, the
Hunter
better
got
stuff you get. Like,
repair
it's
shop
literally
in
just that
Belarus
easy.
sometime in 2020, where after the laptop repairman,
Is it not gonna
John
load?
Paul Mac Isaac, pictured here, essentially leaked its contents to the world.
Bruh.
Along with evidence of alleged corruption, tax evasion, and influence peddling, what was also leaked from the laptop is nearly a decade of private
Dude, maybe Andrew Callahan is the next Joe Rogan. He might be the next Joe Rogan. But I heard that he got his IP back for All Gas No Brakes like 2 months ago or something. I wonder if he's gonna like take over that channel again.
photos of Hunter in the thralls of crack cocaine addiction. All right, in today's interview, we're going to discuss the laptop, the 2020 election, crack cocaine, and more, with an emphasis on recovery and away from gossip and family drama.
Dude, get up there, bro. What are you
If you'd
doing?
like to listen to or download an audio version of this interview, I've uploaded a crispy WAV file to the podcast feed of our long-form program, Fivecast, which is available now on Spotify, Apple Music, and Amazon. All right.
Damn, I really got
Without
nothing.
further ado, ladies and
Nothing of
gentlemen,
Whitebeard?
Contrabite. All right.
Bro, we don't need any of this.
Thank you so much for your time, man. I really appreciate it. How long has it been since you've done a formal sit-down interview?
You know, it's been a while.
86?
It's been a long while. I had a
Guy's level
conversation
86?
with, Jamie Harrison, who's the former chair of the DNC. Who's a great friend.
His Killua? Oh,
other things. And
serious
kind of
Killua?
my family down there. So I sat down with him and talked about some stuff. but nothing
Magma
like this.
Marine.
What
He
made
has
you
Super
feel like
God
now's the
Goku.
time for a
Cool.
official, unedited long form?
Well, I don't know when it
Okay.
is the right time.
He's
I'm not
hill
an
unit, ground.
admirer of your work.
Another ground.
And,
Another ground? He's ground?
It didn't take me
It's 80.
Much to agree to be really interested. I think you're
3,000 in every
what
2
you've done
seconds?
is,
Bro,
uh,
that's
some of
insane.
the most interesting commentary on the
That's
moment we're living. The
crazy.
expanded moment that we seem to be continuing to live in.
What is that?
From 2020 on. I hadn't seen much of the earlier work that you had
Wow.
done, but I do know that I at least appreciate the.
Oh, they have the little,
sincerity with which you
that dude,
approach
Momoshiki?
everything you do.
I appreciate it. You said
what's his name
2021.
again?
Do you feel like that's the year the world kind of went crazy?
No. I think that's the year that we all kind of woke up to the realization that things are crazy. But no, I think that they've been going crazy for a while. And I don't know whether crazy is the right word. I think that I don't know how interested people are in my take on why I think the world is a little bit crazy right now.
Well, I think there's probably
The world
millions
is
of
crazy
people
right
who
now.
just want to know how you're
I mean, I'm
doing.
streaming, like, bro. What?
I'm great. I tell everybody, and Melissa gets kind of upset with me because it has
Secret
been
book?
obviously a difficult time. You know, the past 5 years have not, at least
Shh,
from
let's
the
do it.
outsider's perspective, been fun. But for me, as a person in recovery, and being able to maintain that recovery through this and stay clean and sober throughout it. So one
Hunter
thing
Biden,
is
next
to
president.
take some
It's
pride.
official.
And I know about my life.
It's about
is
time.
that I survived almost certain death. And, I mean, I don't know if you read my book, but I'm pretty transparent about it. Having survived that hell kind of prepared me to be able to make it through kind of the public humiliation that I don't know any other way to put it that I've experienced.
I think I'm gonna play this and then
close to 5 years now. And it doesn't seem to stop,
maybe do
but
something else.
I'm more grounded in who I am and what matters to me, and what I'm grateful for on a daily basis than I've ever been in my life. And physically, I'm in a hell of a lot better shape than I was since my last
cool.
drug 6 years ago.
So it's been 6 years.
Yeah, just over 6 years.
When you say you almost died, can you kind of give us some more context?
I was a drinker, and at the end, my addiction had progressed so much that it was potentially deadly on a daily basis. That
Potentially
the
deadly
thing
on a
that was the
daily
most
basis?
Concerning and the most real about facing death was in actuality the alcohol. Once you fall into that lifestyle.
I think someone just pulled like a Crollo. It look. Why does it say shiny Mbappe?
In which you're living kind of completely outside of the
A copycat? That sounds like Crollo though.
communal norms.
Because he can like take people's abilities.
It's a scary place to be. And I've met some of the most truly heroic, astounding, thoughtful, kind people that I've ever met in my life that are living, lives of quiet desperation, not quiet, very
Okay,
loud
we need to level
desperation,
these guys up.
But even in that, found space in their hearts for empathy and kindness. And I've met some of the most awful, predatory people that I've ever experienced in my life.
So you feel that the thralls of addiction do oftentimes swallow up very genuine, earnest people, but at the same time, that underbelly is home to a specific breed of evil as well.
One of the things that I've realized is that addiction is one of the most...
Damn, they're getting deep right now.
I don't know many people that have not been impacted by it in some way, whether it's addiction to drugs or addiction to behaviors. They have the same dilatory effect on not just you, but more importantly, on your immediate community, your family, and then it just spirals outward. And I don't know anybody that hasn't been impacted by drugs and alcohol in a really significant way, or at least a way in which it's created trauma in their
Oh, okay. So these are all like little Crolos.
And so while it's
That makes
universal,
sense.
it's
Because yeah,
something
we're
that
in
we
York
need to
now.
talk about. And it's kind of the way in which
York
we
New
treat
City.
drug use. It's something that someone else is doing, and that someone else happens to be your brother, your sister, your mom, your dad, yourself, your coworker, and it only becomes a problem when it becomes a problem for you.
Do you think that you would have been treated differently by the media if your addiction was to?
I need to get
an opiate
Sukuna
or
sooner
perhaps
rather than later.
methamphetamine, as opposed to crack, which kind of has a racialized context to it.
Well, maybe I don't know.
Dude, he's
because it
so
depends on
goated.
What media you're talking about? Because I like, what is the media? You know, I think it was just an added bonus for them that they could say crack addict, and everybody would go, "Oh my God, he's a monster." So I think for those that wanted to use it as drugging, it's easier when you slap the word crack addict onto it. It made me a lot easier target for the Don Juniors of the world, you know, the Marjorie Taylor Greens of the world, just because of their inherent kind of meanness about things. But I'm not a victim here. I was a crack addict. You know, I wrote about it. I was transparent about it. I wasn't naive to the idea that somehow that would be something that
He's
anyone
honest
or
about it.
everyone
That
would
matters.
be able to fully comprehend and have empathy
Right?
for.
Does that matter
Lacking,
anymore?
Empathy. Across
I think
the board,
it
not
does.
just for Hunter Biden. But I guess I was a little bit surprised in terms.
All right.
a lot
All
of
the money's
people
going into them
in
now.
The press, now, whether it was in the New York Times or the New York Post, kind of dismissed addiction as somehow unique to my family, or without taking into account what they were doing to other people that were looking to get clean and sober. One of the things about getting clean and sober, at least I found, I don't know what your experience in your life with your friends or others is, one of the things that keeps us in the cycle of addiction is our guilt and our shame. Is the lies we tell ourselves.
Oh God,
and the
this guy.
lies that we tell the people that
This
we
guy's
care.
trying to make
And
people
you
cry.
When you get sober,
Sounds annoying.
what ends up happening is you still hold on to these secrets. Like, I smoke crack. I was a crack smoker. They know that I did cocaine, or they know that I was drinking, but they don't know that I was also an inveterate drug user. And so you keep that secret, and that guilt kind of boils up. And the only place that you can talk
Secret
about
guilt.
it is in rooms full of virtual strangers, which is really helpful. But it isn't the
Okay. I need to level Zeke up like 2 more times, and then I'll be comfortable to max level my units out.
Found out. And
Yeah, he's not even one-shotting him at this point. It's pretty weak.
Your brain tells you to do the only thing that it's learned how to do is that you need to save yourself, and the fastest
There we
way
go.
to save yourself is a drink or a drug. So you get caught in this loop. And the favor that they did for me is I don't have any more secrets. Now, not everything that's been said about me is true, but there are the things that most people would be very embarrassed about. I've been very open.
Okay,
about.
we're doing
I spent
good.
more time on my hands and knees, picking through rugs, smoking anything that.
Oh God, he's giving Biden a really bad look right now.
Cocaine.
He was on his hands and knees looking through the carpets for
And so I don't get
for
triggered in the
what?
same way. But the thing that scares me is for people that look at the way that I'm treated in the media, whatever the hell the media is, and think, "I want to get honest." I mean, seems to me, if you look at that as a test case, I would keep some things unsaid. And I think that's really dangerous for people, at least in my experience with recovery.
As far as the media goes, what do you think are the 3 craziest things you've heard about yourself in the press?
Oh my God, the list is forever. They got stuck on for a while, even Fox News, that I funded the Wuhan lab. I said that to someone a long time ago on camera in response to a question like you just asked. And you gotta be really careful. Somebody's gonna be able to cut that and say, I did not fund the Wuhan lab.
I did.
Yeah, you did?
Yeah.
There we go.
Me and George Soros. Supposedly me and George Soros have a lot in common. The one thing I'm positive we don't have in common.
God, I need like a de-stressor after this interview, like for real. What should I do? Should I go on a bike ride maybe? Bike ride, gym? Gym possibly? Dude, I could literally go to the gym. I might do that.
was driving the decision making for
Maybe hit the
family in a
sauna.
way,
Oh, that. Oh my God, that would make me
he
feel
was also
so
the chief
good.
of staff of the family.
Does that strike you as pretty bizarre?
I think I spent 12 days in the White House in the last 2 years of the administration. I had a lot of other things going on.
Bro,
I think
what?
The one that was like the, you know, you
What-
feel like
what
you
the-
just got hit
What?
in the gut, you know, by an elephant. Is when
Excuse me, sir. Where do you think you're going, bud?
Newcastle County Courthouse here in Delaware, and
Where do you guys think you're
talked
going?
about me being involved in
What the
I think,
fuck is
you know,
that?
child sex crimes and stuff like that. And
The fuck?
No. That one is like was
What?
the last and the only one that was kind of hard.
That was
to
a little
wake up from.
ridiculous.
It's like how do you ever take that out of somebody's head
There we
after
go.
they've heard it? You know?
These are all level 4. Oh my gosh.
Did you try to
We're behind
sue
schedule.
for defamation?
This is bad.
Or anything after that?
No, and I mean, I am in a defamation suit right now. I mean, one of the craziest ones is what Patrick Berners said about me. And let me get this straight. He said that I was the key person in ensuring that the sanctioned Iranian oil money that was being held in South Korea was released at the behest of myself and somebody in Pakistan, and I took a 10% fee off the $8 billion for my family.
We have to give 10%.
Look at this dude over here. Look at this dude.
And then I had traveled to Tehran.
So
and
small,
to the Middle
small,
East
bro.
In 2022 and 2023 in order to effectuate this. And then that ultimately his followers made the direct connection that money was used to fund Hamas for the murder of over 1,400 Jews on October 7th. That's the kind of stuff.
Dang, they're coming.
I know you guys look and say, like, who believes that? You know, I don't know. The million people that read that tweet, you know. I had one guy in California who is a, I don't remember his name, but he's associated with SpaceX, big investor in SpaceX, a very, very wealthy guy, claimed just months ago that I rented a house.
Oh no, these guys are gonna
and
split off into like
I
5 other ones.
crashed the house,
Jesus Christ.
And I had the Secret Service stiff him on the rent, and that I tried to pay him with a book of art made of my own feces.
His ex-landlord claims he stiffed him on a whopping $300,000 in rent. What happens to the back rent that Hunter Biden owes my
Bro,
family?
what the heck is this?
Pardon now?
And you know, like, and how insane is that, right? You know, but you look into the background of this
Jesus,
person,
dude, why are
he's
they
a
so strong?
Major investor in SpaceX. He's probably
What
one
the
of the few
what the heck is happening?
and he has this huge following on X. Elon Musk retweeted that. It went, you know, it went viral.
It's pretty messed up, man. There's also some people that think that if you leave the country, you're a spy. You know what I mean? Like, why is he going so many places?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You know, the really interesting thing is they created this.
Okay, he's getting fully leveled up now. I don't even care.
In some sense, a near-to-well fail son that has not ever accomplished.
Okay,
anything.
they're both
And
getting the stealth rocks, actually. I redecided.
I kind of feel like, you know, pick one. And most of my travel during that period of time when my dad was vice president, and by the way, I haven't.
Unlock a new world of efficiency with Asana. Automate workflows so your team can have less follow-up.
I hate these 15-second ads. They are so bad. Yo, are we gonna get this guy? What's going on here? Good job,
I didn't
fools.
travel anywhere when my dad was president. I don't think I left the country. But during that time, I was the chairman of the board of what's called the UN World Food Program. And I was also chairman of the board of the Truman National Security Project, chairman of the board of the Center for National Policy. I was a professor at Georgetown.
Dude, what is
University.
happening here?
I was a professor for over 4 years in the master's program
confused.
of the School of Foreign Service. I taught a course
Why are they
on
just
advocacy,
like dog walking my
based
people?
upon the implementation
What is
of
happening?
a thing called PEPFAR, President's Emergency Plan for Aid Relief in Africa. And as the chairman of the board of the
what?
U.S. UN World Food Program,
Alright, bro,
it's
I'm
kinda
out.
like what you know of, like the kid growing up, like
Fuck that
UNICEF.
shit.
UN has voluntary aid organizations in which each nation state that is a part of the UN voluntarily contributes
Fuck that
to
shit.
the continued operations of UNICEF, UNHCR, UNESCO.
They need to
all
fix
these
that
organizations
because
are
my units are like fully upgraded. They should be just like cutting through those people.
voluntary aid
So I think they're bugged. I'm pretty
in
sure they're
the
bugged.
United Nations. and it is the largest humanitarian organization in the world. It serves over 80 million meals on a daily basis in 72 different countries, and it is the first on the ground because it controls all the airlift and communications for all of the relief efforts globally in any natural disaster or civil war or conflict. And so the UN, U.S.
I have 10 to 5
is
CBs
responsible
too.
for about 65% of the budget of the World Food Program, which was my responsibility as chairman of the board. And I increased the budget of the World Food Program, which just won the Nobel Peace Prize 2-3 years ago, by 50% when I was chairman over my term, to like $2.4 billion.
50%.
It's all gone now. Trump ended all that. The point about traveling. So I went to the Philippines after Typhoon Haiyan. I went to Kenya to Dadaab when refugees were flowing in.
Dude,
from
die.
across Southern
What the heck?
America. And Ethiopia.
What
I've
the
been
heck,
to
man?
Syria, Lebanon, and Jordan, and I've been to all over the world. 75% of my travel during
There we
the
go, there we go.
was on behalf of the World Food
Okay,
Program.
I get a lot stronger when I have more tails. I actually realized if I have like one tail, I'm weak. But once I have 3, I'm like, this is how I should be doing damage in the other game.
In Delaware.
Okay, in Delaware.
Yeah.
But I'm not for some reason.
10 minutes from there, 15.
What are your thoughts on Wilmington, Delaware? Nice place?
Oh, yeah. One of the things that I still do love about the East Coast and Delaware and the Mid-Atlantic is the history. And so I'm a little bit of a history geek.
Yeah, because Delaware doesn't really get much representation. Because you got Philadelphia, powerhouse of history and culture. You got Rocky, a lot of other things going on. Important stuff. And then
We agree on that. I basically live in the suburb of Philly, yeah.
well, I don't want to say that, but you got Baltimore, The Wire.
Yeah.
You know, you got people on horses in the streets out there.
Yeah.
People on
58.
ATVs. And then Delaware's kind of sitting in between. People know that it's a corporate tax haven. People know that the Biden family's from there. What's something that people don't know about Delaware that they should?
It's the first state.
Anyone want to do law raid?
It's the first state to ratify the
Nope.
Constitution.
Nope.
When Thomas Penn basically colonized Pennsylvania.
I love how dark it is in here.
Delaware, and we called it the diamond in the jewel in the crown of the colonies.
Like that, bro.
You know, a state of almost all coastline. Here's the thing that's interesting about Delaware. Delaware is geographically and historically and
What am I
emotionally
doing?
both a southern. and
Nice, dude. I love the lighting in here. It's
the
so
northern
good.
Part of the state feels very much like Philadelphia. The southern part of the state feels very much like South
Do
Carolina.
I not get like any money from this?
Confederate flags in Dover.
Maybe not Dover, but definitely Gumboro. You know, I think that the National Association for the Advancement of White People started in Gumboro, Delaware.
How are they doing?
I don't know. It was a long, long time ago.
Seems like they're doing pretty well.
I think they probably had a real comeback. But that's because Delaware was a slave state that fought on the side of the Union. And the
He's done.
Mason-Dixon line, actually, Delaware's the only
You're
state
done.
the Mason-Dixon line does not bisect. And that is because it starts at our western border, the actual line, the Mason-Dixon line, and right in the middle of the state.
All right, I'm out.
There's
I
3
can't.
counties in Delaware, and if you go below the canal, you're in the southern part of Delaware, Kent and Sussex.
And you were born in the 70s?
I was born in 1970.
Wow.
I'm just gonna do these zombies really quickly, I think, and then I'll try and go get a random block fruit.
February 3rd, and I was born February 4th, 1970.
Dude, what the heck are these guys' problems?
A year, a couple months
Whatever,
earlier.
fuck it. We're doing vampire.
Now I know that you
Ready to
talked
screw
about
around
the
with these
story
little
before,
kids?
but there was a tragedy pretty early on in your life. Can you kind of tell people what happened for those who don't know?
Yeah, my dad got elected to the Senate on December 18th of 1972, so I was almost 3 years old. And my brother, myself, my little sister were with my mom and the dog in a station wagon, and we were.
Whoa, I didn't even notice there was a wolf like imprint that I make on the ground.
My brother and I
That's
were trapped
insane.
inside the car, but they got us out, and I had significant head trauma. My brother basically broke almost every bone in his body and was in traction, and we were in the hospital together for weeks. And family and this community saved us. And my aunts and uncles.
He just got sent to the back rooms.
He figured out a way
Yo, that
to
sucks.
be with us and
Alright,
be back
alright,
to
alright,
us
let's
and
go.
also be a senator, commuted every day. And so I grew up here. I mean, I spent a lot of time with my dad. My brother and I had this rule with my dad is that we could go with him whenever we wanted to. And kind of no questions asked. And obviously we didn't take advantage of it, otherwise it would have gone away.
These kids are trying to get the Sea Beast. I've never seen a Sea Beast in this entire game. Apparently there's a lot of them in the second sea, which is where I'm at, but
The thing about my mom
yeah, I've never seen one.
dying and my brother and I being in that accident, it's just like the realization that I have with addiction and being somewhat public is that I'm in no way unique. You know, everybody's had tragedy in their family. And when you're in the public eye and as transparent, I think, as my family.
Okay, I'm just gonna get my health up a little bit more.
Whether we wanted to or not, you have this.
And then yeah, everything goes in blocks for it.
I want to talk to you about your own experience or their experience. Like, how'd you get through it? And like, I had the same thing, and you realize that we are almost all universal in that way. Is the one thing that binds each and every one of us is not necessarily
okay.
love. People can go through life without being loved. It's not.
All right, cool. Well, this is another one. I will probably be back later today for another stream, just in case I'm bored or something. Probably be back, finish this video, and I will see you guys later. Wish me luck on this interview. Should be good.
Impacted you growing up?
I don't know. I think it's something that